Hi, my name is Samantha, and you are watching Marital Values, where we talk about godly marriage, family, and things that are important to our lives in general. Today, I have one of my pastors from Nigeria with me, and I'm very excited to be talking about how to communicate in the midst of strong opinion. Welcome with me, Pastor Chika Usaiwa.
Thank you, Samantha, for having me on your show.
Thank you. I appreciate you coming. So I have a lot of questions to ask you because it's you, and I have to ask you. And I have to ask you a lot of questions.
I hope I have some of the answers.
Listen, I have no fear.
Oh.
I have no fear. So how do we communicate? What are strong opinions in the first place? Because not everybody understands that. Like, what do you mean in the midst of strong opinions? How would you explain that when you say there's a strong opinion?
Well, my understanding of a strong opinion is you having a perspective to something and holding on to it without letting go or looking at other perspectives to that issue. That's what I believe is a strong opinion.
And I think it's going to be very, very challenging when now you're married and you're communicating that, like you said, something that you already have an opinion about, but your spouse has a different opinion about it. This could cause like some kind of clash.
Sure. How
do you communicate with that, knowing that especially when you know that I know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
How do you communicate?
Let's begin from the perspective of saying, one, you understand that you don't have all the ideas.
Sure.
So that brings you to a point of humility.
Wow.
Yeah. That someone else actually does know something that you don't know.
Wow. Yeah.
So,
I agree with that.
First and foremost, to be able to communicate in the midst of strong opinion, you must begin from the point of humility.
Okay.
Yeah. By agreeing that I don't know everything.
Okay.
So, if I don't know everything, I should be humble enough to accept that.
Wow. That is... I totally agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. However, what if you know that what I know is the truth, and now my spouse doesn't agree? Say we wanna do something, and I know that this is gonna be profitable to the family, but he or she doesn't agree with it, and I am kind of like 100% sure. How do you pass this message across not to cause a rift between you and your spouse?
You begin from the perspective of love, because it is not a question of I win and she loses, or she wins and I lose. No?
I don't mean to cut you short, but unfortunately that's how a lot of relationship operates these days. Like, no, I'm not trying to be funny or something.
Right.
Like, I was once there. Where I felt like...
You're born again now.
I was once there where I feel like we're fighting against each other, but it took me a while to know that whatever it is, we're on the same team.
Sure.
You know, so you saying that actually spoke to me because I was there, but not everybody knows that. And the devil has a way of turning it too. You know, I just wanted to point that out. I didn't want to forget what I was saying. So yes, go ahead.
I give you an example. Okay. Very recently, I wanted to sell my car.
Okay.
Yeah, wanted to sell my car, my Camry, and I felt that I needed a different kind of car. I'm not a car freak anyway, but I just felt that the Camry should go.
Okay.
And my wife said no, that we should keep the Camry. I said, let the Camry go. Let's get a car that can take the entire family when we want to make a trip.
Yeah.
But my wife has an emotional attachment to the Camry.
Oh, emotional attachment is another thing.
Yeah. And I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's my car. She has her own car.
Look at that.
Yeah. And she said, no.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what do? I can easily sell the car. It's my car.
Yeah.
My name is on it. But it's not my car anymore. Though my name is on it, it's her car. I can sell it and get what I want. But I decided, said, Chika, look, why not just play it cool?
Okay.
Finally, after 1 year, she agreed.
Wow. Well, I think it takes a level, not even I think it takes a level of maturity, even as a person and in your marriage, to actually be like, okay, this is a teamwork, it's not me anymore,
Yeah.
It's not my spouse anymore, I have to be able to. Plus, I mean, if you had sold the car, like you said, you probably may not have enjoyed the peace you enjoyed.
Not probably. I will not. I will not. Because actually, though the other person has a different opinion, he or she is actually looking after you.
True.
Yeah.
True.
And love is the bottom line for everything we do. Even when we disagree,
True.
love is at the bottom of everything we do. So we should be able to know that, look, she may agree with me or not, but she loves me and looks out for me. So humility, then love. So if I have a different opinion, I should present my opinion not as an adversary,
Okay.
but with a heart of love. And love is willing to tarry till the light proverbially comes to the other person. That's where you say we're in a team. It's not a win-lose situation. No, we all win together. We all fail together.
Yeah, not as an adversary. That is great.
Yeah.
That is great. I agree that we need to realize that it's not a competition in marriage.
It has never been.
In marriage. So, yeah. That is true.
Again, to communicate in the midst of strong opinion, I've talked about humility, accepting you're not the repository of every knowledge. And I've talked about love, presenting your ideas in love. Then engaged listening is important.
Yeah, because I think most of the time we're listening to respond.
Are you saying listening to respond or waiting to respond without listening?
Is it a normal thing to do? Like, sometimes I have to catch myself, like, okay, you're talking, I'm not really listening to understand you. Like, I'm waiting, okay, you're saying this, I have to respond to this.
Yeah.
And it's not right. Again, it takes maturity to come back and be like, okay, let me actually understand what this person is talking about.
Yeah.
So listening, how important would you say that is?
Not just listening, but engaged listening.
What's the difference?
The difference is that the other party should be able to know that I am body, soul, and spirit in the discussion.
What if you're not really interested in discussion?
Then just be plain. Yeah, just be plain. And say to your spouse, look, I'm not interested in this discussion right now.
Okay.
We can do this later.
Right now.
Yes.
So that is good. Right now is good, then I don't want to talk about it.
No, right now.
So, but if you have a spouse that says, I don't want to talk about it, you as the other party, what do? You
let him or her be.
So you don't try to revisit it again?
You will try to revisit it another time. Possibly his or her mind or emotion might have shifted when you get to that point.
Okay.
But coming back to the issue of engaged listening, it means, one, I'm looking at you eyeball to eyeball.
Okay.
Then
Now I'm trying to refocus my eyeballs. I'm making sure I'm looking now.
then he or she knows that I am actually looking at him or her. Like
Okay.
when I talk with my wife on tough issues, I make sure that I look at her.
Okay.
It helps her to get the idea that, look, I'm interested in what we are talking about.
Okay.
And I'm not just waiting for my turn
To talk.
to talk.
I like that. Waiting for my turn.
Yeah, waiting for my turn to
It's
talk.
tricky though. It's actually tricky. Sometimes you do that unknowingly.
Yeah.
You know, you're done talking. All right, my turn. And you make sure again, you're sure you're done.
Yeah. And you start firing on all cylinders. It doesn't help matters. Then, because engaged listening helps you to assess the body language of the other person. And,
Wow.
about 60% of the things that we say actually have to do with our body language.
Absolutely.
So, your ability to understand the body language of the other person arises from the point of engaged listening.
Wow, that's interesting.
You know, what I do, which I've practiced for a long time, when my wife wants to talk with me on tough issues, especially where we've disagreed on it for several times, I'll say, can you please give me a moment? Let me shut down every other wall and be able to give you attention.
Oh, that's sweet.
Because as a man, I know that except I close every other door, I may not be able to listen to her. A man is able to listen to something just once. A man can open several doors.
Yeah.
A woman is good in multitasking, but not a man. A man can only focus on a single thing at once.
Okay.
So I say, can you please give me a moment? I shut down the computer. I turn off the television.
Okay.
I turn my phone upside down.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I turn my phone upside down. Then, okay, can we talk now? By that, I know I have closed every other door and I'm giving her attention as a man.
Okay.
So once she knows I'm engaged in what we are talking about, she's able to talk. So that also gives her the idea that, look, I am not imposing, in quotes, that you know, I'm the empire. Emperor in this house. You've got to listen to me.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. But that is sweet that you would do that. Not everybody would do that.
It works for me.
Just letting your wife know, or your spouse know that, okay, I want you to have me, body and soul, speaks a volume of love that you have for the person. And respect.
Yeah.
It takes one you respect to want to even do that. Because you can be working on your computer and be like, I'm listening.
If I disrespect her, I'm disrespecting myself.
True. You gotta allow that.
Remember, two have become one. So
True.
that's my point.
I could not agree more. Now there's a kind of sensitive part in marriage that I want us to quickly touch. So in a situation where you know that you try to talk to your spouse with all respect, but they don't bend, there's a possibility of you getting hurt.
Sure.
How do you manage that hurt not to retaliate?
Ooh, you're hitting me below the belt. Do I get hurt? Yeah. I'm human.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I just want to show that, look, I'm the boss.
Okay.
And you should listen to the boss. But I've learned something. And that's what I do. When we get to that point, I go on my knees.
Okay.
Say, Lord, I'm hurt. And this is what hurts me. Can you please talk to your daughter on this issue? I know she listens to you and she understands when you speak to her. And Lord, well, I believe I'm right.
Yeah.
And she needs to get a different perspective to her understanding. Lord, can you please show her or give her a window to understand what I'm talking about? Because this is for the good of both of us. And
that is absolutely amazing. And you doing all these prayers, you're not giving any kind of attitude in the middle too. You're like just wow.
We had issues with sex, for instance, and based on her conservative perspective, we all came out from that background.
Yeah.
But I had been able to break that in my mind before we got married.
Yeah.
I had started reading, attending seminars and so on, and here we were, and there was no way we could talk about it without, me getting hot.
Wow.
So I got to a point one day, I just told God, I said, look, you just have to talk to her about this. I don't know what to say anymore.
Sex is a sensitive issue in marriage too. Yes.
I came back from work one day and I found her sitting on the bed, cold. I noticed that she'd been crying. What is it? She said, I'm not fine. What happened when I left for work? She said, well, nothing. I've been thinking very deeply. About what? She said, this sex thing. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Wow. You're what? I said, I'm sorry. I think I understand what you're talking about now. And I know you understand. It's my background, our background.
Wow.
It's just that you went ahead and you were able to conquer this. Please, can you help me?
That is a moment of humility. Just asking, I admit this and I need help.
Yeah.
How did you feel?
Superman!
I can't imagine. Oh my goodness. Prayer works.
A lot.
All the time.
Wonders.
Let me tell you something. Mine was a very interesting one. It was about a couch.
Couch?
A couch. When we just got married, and he had already this couch in the living room, which I thought was not family friendly. He it was beautiful, but it was more like a bachelor kind of couch.
Ooh.
And I, as a woman, I'm thinking about the safety of the kids.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about, okay, you have a glass table. Those things are not really safe for kids. And then my son kept getting hurt, but he loves the couch so much. It's fine. I had to pray. And trust me, I didn't pray alone when I had prayers with my friends.
Wow.
Because I had talked. And it
wasn't working.
I got mad, I got angry, I got emotional, nothing, it just wouldn't crack. All I heard was, there's nothing wrong with the couch. And then I started praying, and then I raised it up at one of my prayer meetings with my sisters. I said, listen, you guys just pray, it's a couch. I know it's not a big deal, but it's bothering me.
Yeah.
And we prayed about it. And then the next time my brother was like, okay, let's go to the store, and then you pick out the one you want.
Ooh.
I said, so I just needed to pray?
Prayer.
And then I told him about it, and he was like, you ladies are crazy.
Let me share this with you. This issue of prayer works. I imprison my leg in shoes all day because of the nature of my work. And I like my legs to be free when I come back home.
Yeah.
I want my feet free. I want my feet to touch the floor.
Right.
So I like walking barefoot at home, but my wife doesn't like it.
Oh.
She says, look, you've got to have slippers on. I said, no, I don't want any of that. She talked and talked and talked. I refused. Strong opinion. Then one day, about 8 months after, we've been on this for about 8 months, slippers. Writing my morning devotion, and And God said to me, Chika, how are you this morning? I said, I'm fine. And how are you anyway? They say you don't sleep. I don't know how you do it anyway. But I hope you had a good night. He said, yeah. And he said, you know what? I'm not happy with you. I said, with who? He said, you. What have I done? He said, you're not making my daughter happy. I said, your daughter? And he said, yeah.
Oh. This is God talking to you now?
Yeah. I said, oh, you mean Ngozi? And he said, oh, my wife? He said, yeah, my daughter. Before your wife.
Wow.
What have I done? He said, you've been making her unhappy. He said, no, you know I won't do that. I tried to give her my best attention. He said, she's been talking to you about slippers for 8 months and you've refused. I said, God, you mean I've got more important things to talk about and you're talking about slippers?
Well, that is what is bothering her. The little things that don't bother you could bother us.
Yeah.
You know?
And God said, look, Chika, please, I need you to listen to her about this. I said, God, I'm not ready to talk about slippers this morning. I've got more important things on my schedule. Can we talk about those? And God said, look, I'm not talking about any other thing about these slippers. And in fact, look, Chika, since you are not ready to listen, I'm done.
Wow.
You what? Said I'm done. And let me tell you, from today, if you step on anything and you get hurt, you're on your own. I'm not going to heal you.
Wow. That is strong.
Really strong. And he was done. He was gone. You know what, Sammy? I left my prayer to go look for slippers. Unfortunately for me, Ngozi had removed the slipper.
Since you don't need it.
Since I don't need it.
What's the point? And look at that. She went ahead to remove it even though she knew she wanted. That is, I mean, that's love.
Yeah.
You know, she could have left it there like, you're going to put on that slippers and you're going to keep saying it. You know, but she still respected you and loved you enough to like, just like, okay, let me.
So I had to ask, why is the slippers? And she said, which slippers? I said, the one you kept. She said, no. You can just wake up in the morning and say you want slippers.
I want to hear the story.
Yeah. I wasn't ready for the story.
You need, there has to be a story.
But,
and you know we like to listen.
When
we
she didn't
like
budge.
to talk, but we like it when our men talk.
Yeah. When she didn't budge, I told her the story. You know what she did? She knelt down, lifted up her hand and said, oh, so the slippers might have gone up to heaven.
Wow.
God, you must love me so much. But this is the part of it. As I wore their slippers, I like greeting my dog when I wake up. I opened the door to go greet my dog. The sight I saw amazed me. My dog had killed 2 giant snakes and kept them right by the door for me to see when I wake up.
Whoa.
I was well stepped on.
Wow.
And you know what would have happened if I stepped on the head with the jaws open? I cried. So this is what?
That's what he was talking to you about.
And I felt it was slippers. Strong opinion.
It is so beautiful. Talking about strong opinion, but then it's so beautiful when we have that relationship with God too.
Yeah.
You know, imagine if you didn't have any relationship.
Oh, I was done for.
And you didn't have that conversation. God is real.
Yeah.
He's real and he speaks.
Sure.
You know, we just have to build our own relationship with him. The way he speaks to you might be different from the way he speaks to me.
Definitely.
You know, he spoke to you like that doesn't mean tonight I'm be like, oh, like, yeah, I love talk. I'm listening to you. It might just be totally different.
Sure.
You know? But thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me on your beautiful show.
I am so honored. I'm so honored that you would do this with me. Thank you a lot. Thank you so much.
And say me well to your lovely husband.
I will. He will hear.
Thank
you. Will hear, husband. All right, guys. This is where we are ending it today. I hope you learned a lot because I did. It was eye-opening for me. Please don't forget to share leave me your comment, your concerns, or if you have any questions that you want us to treat or forward to Pastor Chika. I would definitely do that. He's an amazing man of God, and we're privileged to have him as a father in our lives. So guys, until next time, stay blessed, like I would always say, and do not forget to turn on your notification button so you will be the first to see our videos each time we upload it. All right, bye. God bless.